Hello friends and welcome to YouTube channel Freedom Tech, and in this session what we are going to learn. In this session we will use LlamaIndex with Gemini as a LLM model, and we will detect the object using images on Raspberry Pi 4 latest Raspberry Pi OS Bookworm 64-bit version. So before we move to our practical friends, if you learn something from our videos, please consider to subscribe our channel. Okay friends, thank you so much, and let's get started. So friends, as I mentioned, today we will use LlamaIndex, which is this one, LlamaIndex, and we will use LlamaIndex with Gemini, and then we will detect the object using images on Raspberry Pi 4. I have here 4 GB RAM Raspberry Pi 4 model, and we have here latest Raspberry Pi OS, which is Bookworm 64-bit version. Done. So for that, first, because we will use the Gemini, so we need our API key. So first we will download our API key. So friends, I have opened ai.google.dev. This is what the website. Then go to the solutions, and here simply go in Gemini API. Then it will open this kind of page. Here simply select get a Gemini API key, and then simply click on create API key, and here simply select the project. Okay, selected the project and click on create API key. It will create the API key. So we have our API key ready. Click on copy, minimize all these things, and simply we want to save our API key in our text file. So create a new text file on desktop and just save the API key, just paste it. Simple. Now we will close the get API key website. Done. So now for today's project, I have created a new repository. I will mention the link inside description box. Simply copy paste the link inside web browser, then go to the code and click on download zip. It will download our zip format repository. So we successfully downloaded our repository. Minimize all these things, go to the file manager, and then go to the downloads. This is what our repository. Right click, extract. Here it will extract our repository as a folder. Then just cut it, home, and then just paste it. Done. Now just open the repository, and inside that repository I have mentioned the images for object detection, and we have our main code. So right click, open with the Thony Python IDE, and minimize the folder. So this is what our code. Simple. So for that, first we need our packages. So go to the tools, then manage packages, and here we want to search for the packages. So first package, which is this one, LlamaIndex.llms Gemini. So we will simply type llama underscore index dot llms dot Gemini and hit enter. It will search for the package. So first package, llama-index-llms Gemini. Select it, click on install button. Done. It will install our package. Then we need LlamaIndex.core. So just remove Gemini and LLMS. LlamaIndex.core, hit enter. It will search for the package. First package, LlamaIndex core, click on install button. Done. It will install the package on our Bookworm 64-bit version. So this is how we will install our package. So I have already installed it. So LlamaIndex LLMS Gemini, import Gemini, and from LlamaIndex.core LLMS import chat message, image block, message role, and text block. Simple. This is how we want to call our model. And here simply we will pass our image path, and then here we want to mention our Gemini API key. So we will mention here our API key. So copy it, and simply we will open our Thony Python IDE, and here we will mention our API key. Done. Save it. So we mention our API key. Then now Gemini underscore pro is just a variable, and then we want to call our LLM model, which is the Gemini. So this Gemini, as you can see, the G is capital. Call as it is Gemini So this Gemini, inside that we want to simply mention our model name. So what is our model name? Our model name is basically Gemini -1.5 Flash. This is what our model name. So Gemini Pro is now our Gemini LLM model. Now we will use MSG. So MSG means the message. So MSG is just a variable. So this MSG represent our chat message. So inside that chat message, basically we will mention the role and then we will mention the blocks. So role is basically the message role. As you can see, the M is capital and the R is capital. So what is the role? The message role is basically message role dot user. And then the blocks. So blocks is basically the text block. So the text block is basically the query, the prompt. Simple. So the text block and then text, and here we want to mention our query, or we can say the question, or what basically we want to ask as per our image with the help of Gemini, the Gemini model, the LLM model. Simple. So here we want to simply mention the question, the query. For that, the text block. And then because we will use here a query, so query is basically the text, so text block, and the image. So the image is basically the image block. So we have only two. So basically the object is text block, which is our query, and the next one is basically the image block. Simple, image block. So inside the image block, we want to mention the image path variable, which is our image, and then image meme type image /JPEG. Done. And then we will get the response. So response is basically again this Gemini Pro. So this Gemini Pro is basically our model. So Gemini Pro dot chat. Inside that we want to mention the message, and then here we want to pass our message variable, and then it will get the response. And the response is basically what basically object we have inside the image. Simple. So this is the full code. Now we will go with one by one. So we have our 10 images, not 10 images, this is just a number, 1 2 3 4 5 6 images. So we will start with 1.jpg. So let's just open our image first, image viewer. With the help of image viewer, we can open our image. So friends, this is what our first image. Now with the help of our model, we will get the object with the information. Simple. So we will simply mention our query. So text is equal to, here I will mention the query. So my first query is basically the normal. So let's just say object list. Simple. So save the code and run the code. So friends, as you can see, we get the description. Here is the description of the image. So let me open the image. The eye level view of young woman, as you can see, performing the graceful pose against plain white wall. There is a plain white wall, and we have all the description for this particular image. You can read all the description. Simple. So it means with the help of Gemini and LlamaIndex Core.LLMS, we can detect the image, not just an image. We will get the full information about the image. Here it is, as you can see, we have full information. So now let's just say, if I mention here, if I just say how many person in image, let's just say, if I save the code, if I run the code, and friends, as you can see, we have here our answer. There is a one person in the image and the performing a pose. As you can see, there is a full information. Simple. Now we will go for next image. So let me open the next image. So friends, this is what our next image, which is 2.jpg, where we have two puppies. So let's just mention the image name first here, image path. So 2.jpg, save it and run the code. So here simply I will mention again the object list. which is our query, object list. Let's just save the code and run the code. So friends, again, as you can see, we have here our result. Here is the description of the image. The photo shows, let me open the photo. The photo shows two adorable golden retriever puppies sitting side by side. As you can see, we have full information. As I mentioned, we have here full information. Puppies, then the background, how much the background is like, then the lighting and the mood, and full description about the image. So now let's just say count object. So this is what my query. You can ask any query. Okay, so I have just mentioned count object. Let's just save the code and run the code. And friends, as you can see, the result is in front of us. There are two golden puppies in the image. Simple. So now what I will do, if you clearly see that there is some difference in between these two puppies. So let's just say I will ask, tell me which one is left. Tell me which one is left. Let's just ask the question and run the code. So friends, we have our answer. Let me open the image. As you can see, and it says the puppy on the left is slightly darker, and as you can see, the left one is slightly darker than the puppy on the right side. Simple. So it make difference also. It simply grab the difference. What is the objects? We have object links. Also we can ask more deep queries with the help of this code, with the help of LlamaIndex core.lms and our Gemini LLM model. Simple. So you can ask more about this image. Now we have our next image. So let's just go for next image. So this is the image. This is what our next image. So let's just say 3.jpg, and here again we will go with simple question, which is object list. So it will mention all the object list. Let's just save the code and let's just run the code. So friends, we have our result. If I open the image, the photo shows a street scene likely in India, and the license plate is also here. For this bike we can see there is a license plate, and we have here all the objects also. As you can see, the main focus is on motorcycle carrying three young men. So we clearly see there is a three young men on this black color motorcycle, 1, 2, and there is another one. The driver is wearing yellow and navy hoodie. As you can see, the yellow color. So we have full the information about this image. If you go here, let me check here. There is this one is basically the motorcycle, and we have here I think we have here another motorcycle also, driving where motorcycle standard model, and then the background slightly blur, and then here it is. As you can see, the another scooter. So this is basically the motorcycle, and this one is basically the scooter. So we have here the information about this scooter also, scooter further down the road. Simple. So now what I will do, I will simply say that I just want to know this image plate number. So let me make like this way. So as you can see, we can see the number, number plate with the number. So I will ask the LLM model. So I just want to know the number plate text. So let's just say like this way, give me number plate text. Give me number plate text. Let's just save the code and run the code. And friends, as you can see, we have number plate text. If I open the image, so let me make like this way. Let me make like this way. Just a minute. So I will make this way. Then we can see the number. So the number is DL8 AE0190. As you can see, it's detecting it's not just detecting the object, it's extracting the text from the number plate. Simple. So this is how, friends, with the help of this LlamaIndex and Gemini LLM model, you can detect the objects. I have mentioned some of more images. You can use all the images and you can ask any queries related to the images. Also, you can simply check with your own images. Simple. So I have mentioned the full code. You need simply your Gemini API key. I hope you will learn something from this video. We'll meet our next video. Till then, thank you, take care, and bye bye.